practicing since 2006 was the start of my residency. I started the Kaiser about 10 years ago. Interestingly, I did my residency at UCSF, and the surgeons here would come on Thursdays during our grand rounds, and occasionally they would come and watch us operate. And I didn't realize this because we had people behind us all the time when we were operating. They were observing me operate, and they asked me if I wanted to come and interview. And I didn't really think of Kaiser as a job I wanted or even considered. I was looking at academic hospitals, university hospitals, and so I wanted to stay in the Bay Area. So why not? It's an hour and a half drive. Let's go check it out. And it turned out to be the best job that was out there. I'd say the biggest challenge for me was I didn't want to be pigeonholed into what I wanted to do. I like doing the big cases, which required a university setting. A lot of infrastructure, a lot of support, which I enjoyed, but that usually requires you to pick one specialty. I like doing of multiple specialties, and everybody in those university hospitals had like their territory. They didn't want to let you in, and so that was the complexity of trying to say I'd like to do all of it, and they're like, well, we'll give you whatever you get, and I was like, that's not good enough, and this is the place that said, yeah, you can do whatever you want. Yeah, and then changing what I thought I wanted. I wanted to be in academics and do like university level work, and this wasn't what I thought it would. I never thought it'd be a place like this, like a private kind of hospital. But what turns out is when you have 15 neurosurgeons in a group, specialization is it. And so if you go to an academic hospital, there's only 4 of you. Well, you're doing general neurosurgery. So it turns out that you go to a university hospital and you're doing a lot of stuff that you don't want to do. Whereas there's more neurosurgeons. The more doctors there are means the more you can specialize. I'd say for starting the beginning of the job search process, what I would first say is start early and identifying what you would not be happy with. If you don't want to do this, first of all, you're going to be doing stuff in any job that you don't want to do, right? But things that are the absolute no's, right? And I could deal with that, right? And realize that there's going to be some of that always, right? But if there's hard stops, then that at least defines where you'd be unhappy, right? And then what you want to do, you're ultimately, whether you're in academics or private practice, you have to work your way up to that. Your private practice is all on you, right? Building a name for yourself and having people refer to you for what you want to do. And that's going to take 2 to 5 years, right? And so there's going to be a period of time where you're developing that brand, whatever that is. And then if it's in academics, you're going to have somebody above you already doing it, right? And they may not be a likable guy, right? Or a likable girl, And so you want to find a landing place where you can develop that over time, as long as you're not dealing with stuff that you hate and trying to get there.